Gruska. You know, there are 5 levels of the soul. This is very important now because of the head as the communicator of coronavirus. And there are 3 levels of breath within the head. You know, the nefesh from the mouth, the ruach from the nose, and the neshama in the ears. This is actually wind. You know, you can breathe through your mouth, you can breathe through your nose, and if you put your hands inside your ears, you can hear. It's an echoing sound, it's a thin wind in the ear, and that's the neshama, that's the highest level of the soul. And people don't realize that I feel that you can communicate this coronavirus through the ears. Because they also say that you can communicate it through the eyes. In the tears of the eyes, there's an opening in the eyes for this. You know, when you go to the hospital, I've talked about this, the ears, eyes, nose, and throat hospital. Anyway, the 3 souls of the body are the winds in the mouth, nose, and ears. But then there's a level of surrounding lights. And this is what I want to talk about. Everyone knows that you can communicate through the eyes. And that's the higher level of soul, through the eyes. And that level of soul comes from Chokhmah. Remember, the mouth is the nefesh, the nose is the ruach, the ears are the neshama, and that's the levels in the body. And then the surrounding lights, which are lights, are from the eyes, that's the higher level. And then there's the Yehida level. And that Yehida level is from Keta. You know, the Adam Kadmon world. The other surrounding light is from the eyes of the Etziliot world in Chokhmah. But from Keta, we have the Adam Kadmon world. This is the 101 number of Adam Kadmon, Aleph Kuf. And in that world, there are 2 partsufim. And what is that? What is that world? That world is the hair and the pores in the scalp. And it's the hair of the head. And that's why there's so much, stuff with covering the head, haircuts, payas, covering a woman's head. You see? And so, that world is Adam Kadmon, Aleph, Eric Anpin. That's the hair of the head. And that's written as this, in shorthand. And that's Aleph Aleph, Aleph Aleph. But then there's a higher world than this. And that's the external part of Keta is Adam Kadmon, but the internal part, again, I've taken 5 minutes to get there. The internal part of Adam Kadmon is Atik Yomin, ancient of days, former days, Atik, removed, off the grid. removed days, ancient days, former days. Yesterday, my song. And so this level of Atik Yomin is actually spelt Ayin Yud. That's 80. That 80 is the same gematria as Yesod. Yesod has a direct relationship to Atik Yomin. And they say that that Meteron comes from Atik Yomin. And the concept of Meteron is 314, which is Shaddai, because El Shaddai comes from Atik Yomin. And this brings it into what I've said, that Atik Yomin comes down into the Keta, into the Yesod. But what is it in the face? You see? Because if the hair of the face is Arik Anpin, the inner aspect of Arik Anpin, see, Arik Anpin is will, Ratzon, but the inner aspect of it is Tanug, pleasure. See, that's the inner aspect. That's the uncovered head, and that's the beard. The beard is the inner aspect of the hair of the head. And the beard is unique to man, not woman. And so the beard, what they call about the white hair of the head, it's not a question of the white hair of the head, it's the white hair of the beard. The beard is the aspect of Atik Yomin. Atik Yomin is the beard of pure mercy. You see? It's mercy. Rachamim. It's the fifth level. It's the sixth aspect of the fifth level. It's the essence within the seed. I'll be going into this more because the full gematria of Atik Yomin plus its letters comes out to be 1,005. And his songs were 1,005. So that brings in the Shir HaSharim. It also brings in the Aleph and the Hey of one of my symbols. It also brings in the Ha, Lachma, the Pesach opening word. It brings in the letter Hey itself. And it's the sixth level, so to speak, the sixth level of healing, you see, which is purely miraculous. And this, to me, brings in the whole idea of how this beard, and my beard, let me just show, if it shows here. My beard comes down to my yesod. So the beard relates to Yesod. And Yesod is the place of El Shaddai. And it's just an introduction, long-winded as usual. But it has direct relationships to coronavirus now. Because I say that the ears are receptacles. Just like the eyes can communicate and receive coronavirus and are unprotected. I don't know if anybody talks about the winds of the ears as a receptacle for virus. But deeper than that for me is that the beard represents Atik Yomin and delight. Ta'anug, which is the inner essence, and it's part of the uncovered head. And there are three aspects that are uncovered by a Rekampin in Keter, and those are the three heads of Keter, Chokmah, and Bina of Atik Yomin. But deeper than this is that it's related to Yesod, and it's related in its aspect of pleasure, divine inward pleasure. And I was given this many, many years ago in a dream. Again, I didn't see it or interpret it. And so in a certain sense, wasn't ready for it. One can receive something, but not be ready for the meaning of that reception. One receives it, but there are many levels of that reception. Man is an Eitz Chayim, a tree of life. He's actually a tree. And so I have new symbols. It's actually a tree. But the thing is, for now, I don't know why I'm not even ending this. Because it's never ending.